So I know some of you are new, and some of you are returning. So my name is Dr. Ryan Schaff. I'm associate professor. Actually, just ended up getting my promotion. So effective August, I'm now full professor. Pretty stoked. So professor of educational technology. So I've been at Notre Dame for about 16 or 17 years now. I think it's technically 16 years. Looking forward to spending a lot more time. So this Learn AI program's really taken off. I'm really excited for just all all the things that are coming from it. I'm probably going to start up another cohort group. Either it's going to be in the summer or it's going to be in the fall. At least two or three more because of just the amount of people and interest that we're kind of thing. So if you have friends and colleagues that are interested, by all means, and you like the program, I mean, you can't beat it. It's 12 credits, it's four classes. It's done usually within like like a 12-month span, so it goes pretty quick. I have a lot of different courses that are going on, but it's beneficial because if somehow you have to stop for a semester or a term, it's not like it's the end of the world because you can just pick up in another one. So just FYI. And it's so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk through this course, which is EDU 638. It's a lot. There's a little bit of flexibility. Typically, people start with 608. If they can't because of just the situation or the schedule or whatever, they could go to 638 and backtrack to 608 the next semester and stuff. So it's or in a future semester. So it's definitely doable. And this was very practitioner heavy, as in a lot of AI, a lot of tools, a lot of applications, and trying new stuff. So where 608 kind of develops the foundation. This one kind of really starts at the very beginning with AI and works its way through all of that. So, what I'm going to do tonight is just I'm going to walk through the syllabus briefly. I'm going to show you the Canvas site. I know a lot of you use Canvas. I know I have Howard County folks here. I'm sure a lot of people have maybe seen Canvas before or not. I'm just going to walk you through and show you what it looks like. Yeah, no problem. 608. If it's not in the summer, it'll be in the fall. So it'll be yeah. So it's and it could be as early as like a summer session like one. It just depends. I'm trying to start a new cohort with Anne Arundel County, and you could always hop in there and take 608. If not, it would probably be just like either the second term be in summer or it'd be in the fall. So just Tony, just always reach out to Donna. She can kind of fit you in easily. Donna Schischler is like she's the head of advisors, and she's just she's on top of everything. Uh,
Great. Thank you.
no problem, Tony. Yeah, and the day she retires is the day I retire because I don't want to be in this. She's like the institutional knowledge person. She knows absolutely everything. So what I'll do is I'll go through the syllabus, I'll go through the Canvas site, and just answer any questions that you might have. So number one, there is for 638, there is no course text. Actually, I'm working on writing the book for this course, which deals with AI literacy to AI fluency. But right now, you're just going to have, it's I've curated a lot of readings for you, so this way you can go through. It's all course topic based when it comes to AI. So let me share my screen real quick. Oh, I've already getting lots of chats in here. Let me. Uh, okay. Okay. Thank you. I think I addressed all so far. Okay. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And I promise to give you, if you have any questions, you can always either interrupt me or you can wait to the end. Either way, whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, so you should be able to see Canvas. I'm going to go ahead and open up the syllabus real quick. I'm just going to go to the actual document. There we are. Okay, so this is Foundations of AI in Education. So technically we started on Monday. We're going to go till May 12th. Just know that May 12th it's a little odd and peculiar. that ends on a Tuesday. They you do it to get ready for graduation and stuff, but it's just kind of peculiar. And so really keep track of like course dates when things end. I know I had a few of my students didn't realize that this last course, and I kept on saying the date, but I just think it was just be kind of it bled into the weekend. It actually added ended Saturday instead of Sunday night. They're used to Sunday nights being kind of like the end of the week, but just typically the like progression of my course, I usually say a week starts on Monday morning and ends Sunday night. A lot of professors, a lot of people that teach in here do that too. If not, they'll just share what they do. I know Doug, Dr. Doug, um, Elmendorf, he teaches 6:39. Sometimes he does his dates just a little different. But again, everything's outlined in the course syllabus of exactly when things are due. It's a requirement for Notre Dame. We require everything kind of be, outline and tell you when things are due. So this course is asynchronous, meaning that although we're meeting on Zoom and virtually right now, this is a voluntary synchronous session. You didn't have to join us. I'm recording it. I just do it for the people that really want to. Maybe they're new to online learning. Maybe they're new to just using Canvas. Maybe they're just new to Notre Dame and they just want to have some just some customized and like personalized like orientation to the actual course. So I try to do this, but it's definitely voluntary. And but it is typically this course is asynchronous, meaning you don't have to meet at a specific time. You don't have to meet at a specific place. Everything is handled through Canvas with a lot of digital resources, with interactive modules and tasks and activities. You can't see the screen. Janeth said she can't see the screen. Can anybody see the screen? It does say that I'm sharing the screen.
Ah, okay. So maybe it's me just. I was able to see it and then it went away. But I haven't opened in another screen the syllabus. I
Okay.
will follow. Thank you.
Okay. Yep. No problem. Okay. Good. Thank you. Yeah. And if it's, I'm just basically going like through the syllabus. So if you have any questions, Janeth, after, just reach out to me. Happy to help you out. Okay, so I'm not going to, insult anybody and read all this information and content. Just know that all the policies and procedures are here. You can see that I have my learning objectives. They're all aligned to the assessments that we do, and you see that there's like, oh my God, there's a ton of like assignments. A lot of those are actually like activities or assignments. They're smaller assignments. So if you've taken 608, you're like, oh my God, he's killing me with papers. No, it's not quite like that. These are like smaller tasks, activities. Some of these are discussion forums. So please understand that although you might see a lot there, it's because I'm going through week and just including everything that you would do. And I put it as like alignment to my courses. If you're ever interested in learning about the PLOs, you actually will at the end of the course. Those are the program learning objectives that Learn AI kind of runs. They are aligned to the ISTE standards. I kind of made my own like version of ISTE standards with AI tools, but it is absolutely still aligned to the ISTE standards for educators. I mentioned about the course structure. Okay, attendance. Obviously, we are in an asynchronous course. We don't have to worry about coming face to face and being in a classroom and driving to campus on North Charles Street. You don't have to worry about that. When it comes to online learning, your participation, your attendance is really your actively engaging, logging into Canvas and doing the work. Um, I understand that life happens. The probably the biggest mistake a lot of people make is that they get behind and they feel like, oh, just I'm behind. I can't. There's no way of me getting out of a ditch or something like that. I can't do anything. Just reach out to me. Okay, communicate with me that you're experiencing something. I've had people tell me, they're having a surgery, they're having like a situation that's happening, there's a death in the family, God forbid that was a situation that just happened last week with one of my students. I was totally understand, we can accommodate and make things work. There are certain dates that I have to kind of stick with, and that is, the beginning of the course, the end of the course, obviously. But I'm very flexible with due dates if you have some sort of life situation. And if it becomes too big of an issue, like you feel like you can't continue on, don't just stop taking it and thinking that we're going to drop the course for you. You have to go through proper procedures to drop a course. You have to go through, you have to be in contact with Donna Schischler, who is your advisor. Um, so please make sure that you're communicating with me if there's anything that comes up. I usually get back to you within 24 hours. I usually get back to you faster than that, unless I'm really behind in something like that. But it's usually 12 to 24 hours. I get back to you. So I'm happy to do that for you. But just reach out to me if something happens. I had a very dedicated like principal, and I know he was working really late at night and stuff. I wish he'd have reached out to me and said, it's like I can just extend it an extra day. So this way he's able to, serve his community better. But just reach out to me if something happens. Don't just drop off the course and just disappear. Okay. That's my biggest piece of suggestion for you because it is tuition bucks that would be hard to get back. It's a matter of just a lot of people will just be ashamed. I understand how busy life is. We can be accommodating to certain points. So, and it's not just like if you're floundering, it's not like we just want you to flounder. We have a lot of things built into the system to where we almost like how you articulate with classes, we actually articulate with all of our students. We talk about the successes of our students. We do progress monitoring to make sure our students are doing well. So please just stick with us. Contact us if you get any issue. So when it comes to attendance participation, it's like you fall off the face of the earth. Don't do that, please. Just make sure you're logging in, you're completing your modules, you're doing your readings and stuff, and you're participating and getting assignments in. Will have access to all the due dates. It's in Canvas, or if you're a traditional student, it's all in the syllabus, kind of written out date by date, exactly when things are due. Uh, I do accept late work, up to a week late, but I do deduct a grade for the assignment. But it's that's kind of like a little bit of it's something that I just provide. I understand again, life happens, but if you contact me, do it before assignments are due. Let me know, and we can typically talk about it if there's a situation that comes up. Please don't reach to me after the assignment's over. You're more than welcome to turn it in late, but just understand that there is a deduction. So I'm not going to go over all the technology integration. Just understand that we are going to be using digital devices quite extensively. If you're comfortable using Google Docs, slides, all that stuff, perfect. It's fine. If you're tech savvy, if you're still developing your technology competencies, absolutely we'll work with that. Be using Canvas for most of our, with most of our core stuff. You will be using large language models. You'll be using, tools like ChatGPT or Gemini. This 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 course, this program, we try to be tool agnostic. That means that you can use whatever tool you wish to use. Like if you prefer Gemini over ChatGPT or Claude or whatever, that's totally fine with me. Most of the things that you can explore, you can pretty much do with those. If you want to do some sort of like specialized one, I think Mary Beth is here. She may have dropped off, but Mary Beth is, she has her own GPT. So, totally flexible. So you get to choose your preference and stuff. I do say this, if you do use tools like Canva and Google Docs and slides, please, please, please make sure you provide me with access to review all your documents. A lot of times what'll happen is just it's very easy to share with people in your county or in your organization stuff. You have to do the extra step in making sure you're sharing it to somebody outside of your network, outside of your. So please, if you use all that Google Docs, slides, whatever, Canva, please make sure I'm able to access it. I can't tell you how many times I have to nag people. Please make sure you're granting me access. And of course, you can always, for a lot of the assignments, you can actually go the traditional route and turn in a Word document or a PDF or something like that. But, you can use digital tools. Absolutely. Just make sure that I have access to it. Um, okay. And just some of the listing of
I have
some,
a quick question about that, Ryan.
yeah.
I just did the previous class and I started that one a week late, so
Okay.
I I was a week late through the whole darn thing.
Yeah.
Uh, but I started by submitting a Google Doc link.
Uh-huh.
You're okay with that?
Yeah, and Canvas is typically okay with it too. What
Okay.
happens is sometimes people will forget to program it to be viewable to like most people, it was
Okay.
outside of your system. So just make sure you're going to your share settings and
Yeah.
and setting it up to where I can see it.
Yeah. Okay. Chelsea had said she only wanted PDFs. So um I wanted to make sure that you're okay with either.
I'm typically okay with
Okay.
that. And again, I can understand Chelsea PDFs are accessible and stuff like that, but like for me, it's okay. It's probably she's trying to avoid the whole issue with links and not being able to open it up. But I'm trying to be flexible because I know a lot of people use like Google Docs for their lives and other or was it Microsoft Office Online and stuff. They use those two different tools. I'm fine with that as long as you all are setting it up to where I can see it. Okay, so yeah, I'm flexible with that. That's fine. And again, yeah, and Chelsea's doing her due diligence because PDF does make it very much an accessible document. So I won't go over the grading scale. Just understand that the grading scale is a little different because this is a graduate level course. Um, so here's the course schedule all outlined for you. So it's an 8-week course. I can't remember how many modules I have in this one. It's 6 modules, um, 8-week course. And I put all the due dates right here, exactly what's due when. So if you see a date, that's technically 11:59 p.m. on that day. So as you can see, this AI and me thing, which is just it's an introduction little activity. It's meant to kind of like do a nice little warm up start for the course. You see it's due May 22nd. That would be at 11:59 p.m. And Canvas is programmed to meet those dates and times. So you should be able to turn them all in and stuff like that. So the way that this is structured, I give you a topic, I give you activities, and I give you the due dates. Vernicia, Vernicia, you have your hand up. Vernicia, you're muted if you're trying to talk.
Sorry about that. I have a question real quick. So I was looking through some of the first week module plan. There is IQ cards, but on your syllabus it doesn't say something is due. So is that just an activity for us to
It's
do,
the
just
AI
think
and me.
about?
It's the AI and me, AI and we. So IQ cards, it's more of like it's a IQ card. It's just an activity and how they have it set up and structured. When you read it, you'll see it. It's in the discussion forum.
Okay, sorry about that.
Oh,
All right.
don't apologize. It's fine. Because I was trying to do other different types of tasks other than just drawing out discussion forums. I can't stand using discussion forums over and over again. So I try to do task activities that are just a little different. Now, granted, it's still a tool we have to use, but I try not to over rely on it. So and again, sometimes the modules don't have like that smaller activity. They'll just have an assignment. So
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. All right, so there's the syllabus, and you can see I tried to organize all the topics, and you can see there's not anything in there. You'll see things like case study. That's not a paper, that's more of like an analysis of a story. So the writing, and you can see there is a paper at the end, but that's more of like your personal AI philosophy statement. It's more of like how you just, how are you kind of aligning, how will you use AI in your professional setting as an educator? Which pretty much every graduate post baccalaureate certificate program, we all try to have some sort of philosophy statement. I made that into the last big culminating activity, and it's a short paper. So all these are much shorter papers, and shorter activities. Like I have an AI integration. It's a one page. It's like very brief. There's a theory aligned like AI vignette studio. They're more different. They're different than a lot of traditional papers and stuff. Their projects, tasks. And then again, there are like screencasts and stuff of a workflow that you do with AI. So I can't, they take the longest to grade. They take a long time to grade, but they're fun to watch because you see how excited people are at using all the tools. So I sit down with popcorn and I watch you do it. So, and then there's a little bit more of an explanation underneath there. But there, once you get into Canvas, which I'll show you in a minute, the descriptions of the assignments are much more comprehensive. You get a lot more guidance and suggestions and stuff. Okay, so all these other ones, the honor code, the academic integrity codes, I'll let you read through that. If you have a need, like an accommodation need, you would have to contact the Office of Accessibility. Janeth, you had a question? You're muted.
Yeah,
Yep.
just to be sure, when we do the papers, it has to be peer review, or we have to include like references, or what is the structure?
It's so most of the papers use a variety because I don't want you just using peer reviewed. I'd like you to you can find some other resources as long as it's really not blog based. Like, you don't want to really go to like informal sources of writing, but yeah, you would cite things using APA. Okay. So the school, I'm very big about the AI policy, and some people come about how they acknowledge AI, use of AI in their papers and their assignments, and I haven't really found a bad way that people do it. Some people will wait at the end of the paper. Some people will actually cite it in APA, because they'll even just do a disclaimer about how much they use it. I found all those are great. Now, if you do use a little bit of content from an LLM, there is guidance on how to cite that content. I do give guidance in all of my assignments for this course on what levels of AI you're able to use. For instance, like discussion forums. I don't want you to use AI tools at all. I want that reflection to be from you. But there are other assignments and other tools that actually walk you through it. I mean, there's going to be some where you're going to be very immersed in using AI tools, and that's fine. It's the main purpose of the course. It's the main purpose of why you're doing the assignment. So you'll get that type of guidance on how you're able to use AI tools, in assignment by assignment. Just other things, please. I know all of you probably live in like you have a main email address that you're checking for work. Notre Dame it is connected. The Canvas site is connected with Notre Dame email. So I'm asking you to please during the course check your Notre Dame email at least once a day. So this way you can see if there's any communications about the course and stuff because Canvas, all of my announcements go directly to email. At least that's how it used to be, and it should continue to be. Just it's also School of Education policy. Um, just some general etiquette, just be respectful of everybody in the classroom. I do try to have people participate in professional work environment that this is, will be cordial. We'll have different ideas. Just please be respectful, even if you have a different point of view. We will, and I don't mind if people have a different point of view. I absolutely encourage it. I think that's great. It's healthy, it's helpful for the course. But of course, I do expect everybody to show everybody respect and dignity in the class. Um, so that's the syllabus. I'll stop here right now. Are there any questions about the syllabus? And if you have any questions about the syllabus afterwards, you're more than welcome to either, unmute yourself and ask, or you can always just go and just email me after the meeting. I have no problem whatsoever. Okay, so let me come to my Canvas site here. Okay. So this is a new course that just launched in January 20th. So the content's pretty new. It's pretty updated. So as you can see, we start with the syllabus. Uh, all 6 of my modules are here. You only see the top one right now. But the way that everything is structured is every module has an introduction. It has a full plan. So the plan is kind of like where I start, where I finish. So it goes through and organize everything from objectives to the videos, the presentations with little descriptions, to the assessments. And again, there are guidance for the when it comes to the AI and using it. Like, are you allowed to use it? There is guidance in here for you on how you're able to use AI and how you're not able to use AI. If you don't find it in the plan, just let me know because I think I put it on all the assessment pages. Let me go back out and make sure. Here. See, it's always listed right at the top of the assignment for you. And I'm not going to scroll any further down because I know some people are answering. I haven't graded anything in here yet, so I'm not going to breach FERPA. But anyway, you would go here, you would answer this. It's a little less of a traditional discussion forum. And there's other tasks and activities that you'll find in here. The due dates, I do have all the due dates kind of linked in here, so you should see it come up. See all the due dates here. So the system is, it does have all those dates ready for you to go. Let me keep showing you just some of the modules and the structure. So I organize these by videos, lectures, by required readings. I sometimes will have supplemental readings if I find something that's really good. It's not required, but something that you might be interested in if you're just really passionate about the topic. I try to also find supplemental stuff and Canvas pages. These are the pages I've actually gone and I wrote, found content on, but I also had like started to edit. So it's a lot more. So this is like the content I use for delivering course. It's not just like me developing or finding presentations. I actually wrote quite a bit about it since a lot of this stuff is fairly new. So the Canvas pages are also required readings. They are in the module plan as you work through it. And as you can see, this is what's to come. And you might see that there's like 5,000 of these. These are very manageable. I even tell you how long they take to read. You'll see all these pages. Some of them are just like a page of reading. It's instead of doing like a slideshow, I just make it into a like almost like a course like a course like open source like notebook so that you could read it all. Trying to think. Okay, discussion forums. If you ever need to see your grades, you can click on grades to go there. Here's where I put my announcements. Here's where you can access your assignments. I just put the syllabus up as a PDF. So that's empty. I do use some rubrics. If you want to just view the rubrics, you could always go to see if I find one. Not all these assignments have rubrics, but oh yeah, see. So I'll try and put rubrics in here to kind of outline exactly what that looks like for you. And you can always hit preview rubric, I think, so you can see how I assess stuff. Okay. I am going to stop recording. I'm also going to stop screen sharing. I'm going to answer any questions that you may have. So hold on a second. Let me hit stop here. And I do see I have a few people in the chat asking questions. So give me 1 second just to stop this.